That was fast. Good lord. I still don't even have the link for my own stream. It's still loading. There we go. What's up? What's up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, let's see. All we're missing is for Shu to evolve some more crystals. Hey, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Sly? Galaxy, YPM, what's going on? I did not choose to join the stage, no. I listened in, I tuned in, but I really was like kind of turned off by the whole thing. So, yeah, it wasn't at least for me, I don't think that was a very productive session, so I probably won't. I don't plan on attending another one unless maybe the owner's there if I have questions directed for him, but yeah, it was pretty lackluster. I'd say I'd say they were dismissive of most of the community's like I guess gripes with the game. More so dismissive than, you know, trying to seek to understand the player's perspective. I don't think a lot of them could understand the player's perspective because they don't even play the game, so it just respectfully seemed like a waste of time. So I just took a step back, I didn't say anything. Was no point into... Was no point. It wouldn't have achieved anything anyway. At least for that stage, that platform at the time. Hey, hey, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you do business however you like, and regardless of the game it is, because there's a lot of games like that. But I think if you're running a game, you should play it out. Actually grind it out and try the update. But for, you know, for them to talk about like they barely even touched the update or looked into it, it's kind of awkward. It's like, alright, well, you kind of don't know what's going on then, huh? So anything we do say or bring up about it is just kind of like, sure. Or, sure, I guess. You know, it's like kind of awkward. What's up, Ritali? What's going on? Can I help you with the survival, the new one? Survival new? What's the new survival? Are you talking the Gilgamesh one? Didn't even have the 6 slots. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's just one of those things that you're looking and it's like, oof. No, that's good. I mean, I think I've taken a step back from grinding now that most of the grind is over in ALS. So it's really just log on, do some tournaments. That's about it. I haven't even mangoed like AV or anything, or tried to. Oh yeah, Bulma's definitely better. You don't need to pay me, man. I'll do a few runs. I don't know if I can carry the whole time. I'll do a few runs, Deadpool. Just give me a few. Let me do some runs of this. This way I can at least showcase the Shusui or Shusu. I forgot his name from the anime. I think it's Shusui. I know he has like the green Susanoo, right? Shisui. There we go. Shisui Uchiha. Oh, nice. Glitched in 10 rerolls. That's worth. Yeah, I do think rolling on the yeah. It's only in the games. Got you. I did not know that. Yeah, the where's he at? Yeah, isn't he the one who like funds the eyes on the guy's arm? Danzo's arm, right? Wasn't it Shisui's genjutsu and stuff that he took? I think I remember that from Shippuden, because I'm pretty sure it was his jutsu he took, right? Or his eyes. Danzo has one of his eyes. Yeah, yeah. Do I think the value of Madoka? I don't think the value of Madoka has dropped. In fact, her Dark Witch form seems very powerful still too. I'm grinding for Shisui right now. All we're missing is some gems, and then we can Evo him. So we actually finished everything for the quest, so we have the unit. So his trials are done. We have the unit with the Evo item. All I'm missing is the actual like little gems to Evo him. Because we actually ended up Evoing the Super Sisters and then the Tengen. What do you mean only one? There's 3 pearls there. Itachi only has 1 eye of Shisui. Oh, okay. Okay. Itachi has 1, Danzo has the other. Nice. Dude, I forgot the lore that Itachi has 1 of them. They cycle out, so this one is no cooldown. No, I'm not a fan of the nuke tournaments either. Really, I thought that was like the crux of his jutsu. So he has like that. I forgot what the name of his power is now. Oh man, that's Izanagi, right? Okay. Izanagi is the technique, okay. He created a crow later on using the eye. Ah, okay. What's up, Fahad? He did use the crow. Yeah, he knew that he would be under the revival jutsu control, that's right. I thought he did use the crow. Now I gotta look it up, bro. Because it was to break the reanimation jutsu control, right? Bro casted a genjutsu on himself. Dude, this is some deep stuff, actually. Yeah, it said it didn't directly break it, but he used the combination of different genjutsus. Dude, Itachi was him. I do have the best luck in this game. I do actually. Remember you guys, I don't know if you remember from last night, you guys were like roll on the new unit with the pearls because you have a bunch of dusk pearls. Why don't you roll? Bro, I didn't roll on her. I just rolled with the temporary pearls and we got glorious in the morning. Yeah. On God, I used the temporary pearls that I earned from the Shisui trials because I woke up and I was like, all right, I had this all finished. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing good, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm doing good. Just playing out some ALS, doing a little bit of grinding. Wait, yeah, Deadpool, you said you're having trouble with the new survival. Are you like what are you trying to do for it that you can't complete it? Because it's honestly not bad. What kind of units do you have to carry you? I am curious. I know Gilgamesh is like extremely powerful, but that survival was not as bad, I thought. What am I grinding? I'm grinding the new stage so we can evo the new abyssal trial unit. Shusui? Shisui? Yeah. Dude, I think the buff to Yuno is actually pretty good. The buff to Yuno, he has like wind shear and slow now, huh? The super attack animations. You know what? I haven't seen the newest one. I haven't seen the newest one. I used to play those Naruto Storm games and stuff. I haven't seen like the newest one. I really wanted to play the Bleach Resurrection, uh, but I haven't gotten into it yet. I haven't bought it. I haven't bought it to try it out yet. But the Naruto ones would actually be pretty dope. Yeah, they have actual cutscenes. Naruto ones would be fun to try out. It's interesting, yeah. You have Burning Hero. You have 8 glitch. Oh, you don't have glitch, but you have 8 glitch, bro. Wait, hold on. That made no sense. It's a different kind of game. The way you fight's weird. Yeah, I saw it was like stock based. It's interesting. What glitches do you have? Yeah, just work with what you have on glitches. You should be able to carry yourself, bro. Wait, what glitches did you roll? Oh, has he not dropped the sneak already? Bro, how do you not clear with your units if you have those already? There's no way, bro. You got it. You're telling me new Ichigo with the Gojo, even Ichigo starter? Ichigo starter, Ichigo lead? Even Luffy lead, that doesn't clear. And you have Sukuna too, glitched? Bro, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It'd be one thing if you had overlords. Yeah, Ichigo got a sick buff. Base. Yeah, I think you clear that pretty quick, Deadpool. I'll be honest with you. You have 8 glitches. I think you're good. What, augments? Don't put a lot of augments. If what's killing you is putting too many augments, just, yeah, do a few modifiers. You don't need a lot. Yeah. You genuinely don't need a lot. The crux of it all is just reaching enough to get the keratin, but the keratin is just like a grind in itself. Yeah, the grind is there in itself. Just make sure you're not taking regen modifiers or big HP modifiers or speed modifiers. Like big HP is like 300%. I don't know what they are right now over there. I would just look at taking at least, yeah. Their, I'll tell you, their UI optimization is so poor right now. Have you tried transferring traits to a character? Not traits, transferring stats to a character? It's just something that needs to be worked on. Think about quitting. You know what? I'll tell you, no matter how much people bash ALS, I'll tell you the quality of life is better and it's just more fun. The sole thing that ALS added, because it was ALS that added it, I don't think AV is going to add it now. Just because of how they are in terms of stuff like that. I will tell you right now, it is so smart. Their way to integrate it is so smart because it's very easy to add in these units. But because it's ALS that did it, I don't know if they'll do it. Even though they do take inspiration from a lot of different games, to be honest. It is the little things that make the game feel smoother. It's little stuff like this. Like, I know I've glazed this plenty of times, but this UI is just clean. Like, this UI is clean. Look at the text, the opacity. It doesn't look blocky or, you know, ginormous. It doesn't look awkward. Whoever designs their UIs really cooks. Yeah, they genuinely do a good job with it. It does feel chunky and clunky, exactly. And the one thing I do like about ALS is I can type the name of the character from the anime, and it shows up on filter. Little filter improvements, quality of life, is so helpful to find the units and make the game feel smoother. It's little things like that. So, bro, they, yeah. You're watching my live on 144p. Oh, I thought my stream pushes better than that. I think you could change the value. I don't think I don't think I FPS cap anything on the actual stream. So the quality should be as high as possible. I think I have pretty decent internet. Oh, your network is getting cooked. Well, I mean, to be fair, they both have a lot of units. To be fair, they both have a lot of units. And in AV, you know, the fact they don't realize the I mean, how many modifiers are you using though, Deadpool? Just try two first off. Just try to take it easy and just try two modifiers and see how you do. One? What's killing you? Are you running a farm in the back? It's gotta be your setup. You might be too aggressive early on. Just like play slow. You know, sometimes getting a Tatsumaki too, just to put on the team for a slow is very, very helpful. Yeah, I know, but just sometimes getting that extra slow. So like I stack Gojo Tatsumaki when I do my runs there because it lets me just kind of not worry about everything. Yeah. Why people use Noelle on tournament? Didn't match any. Yeah, so the Noelle is used because her nuke is very cheap, quick to get, and it's like a flat billion, 35 bill. So you really do have to use the nuke early on. Yeah, it's a very, very common thing now. Bro, Goju Tatsumaki is like, is prime for slowing. You need them. Do you have any other slow unit that you can cycle with? Because I saw you have Gojo, so you just need... You don't last that long to place him. Are you playing Idol Bulma? What are you playing, Idol Yojin? Yeah, it's very doable. Bro, you have Idol too. Yeah, no, this is very doable. I don't know what you're doing wrong then. You're about to make me jump in and not drop anything so I could just see how you're playing, because there's no way you lose that, bro, with that many glitches. I don't see it. Especially with low modifiers. You might be missing something that's attacking you. And maybe something's leaking, I don't know. You said Shisui glitched is so good. What's survival? Survival is like one of the game modes where you can earn some of the new currency and stuff for Gilgamesh. Which godly do I think could come to ALS? Oh, you said Natsu? Huh, I'm not sure. Comes to ALS. A godly. Naruto. Dude, yes, 6 paths Naruto with Sasuke. They have half and half of the blessing, right? That would be pretty sick, actually. For them to be a duo unit. I think Naruto is in the game already. Well, a lot of people that put him in the game also don't watch the show or didn't grow up watching it either, so not all of them can, you know, appreciate the shonen. I mean, I think it was good. Baron mode. Bro, you say you lost again. Alright, I'll check after this. Here. I'm not gonna fight, by the way. There's no way you're losing this right now. I'm just gonna watch you play. Just because you brought it up. There's no way. You with 8 glitches can't clear. Sage of 6 paths would be pretty dope, yeah. Dude, I can't lie. I like the idea that, what's it called, Tomo had with using the, tailed beasts, what's it called, the tailed beasts in their chibi form. Dude, I love that idea, actually, for familiars. Dude, that would be sick. Just all the familiars are tailed beasts in their chibi form. Dude, that would go so hard in the game. And you have, like, one of each element right there. Don't add me. I'm gonna jump on the private server link. Yeah. Okay, I'll resend the link. Yeah, no, I think that would go hard, yeah. The one where it counts the weird. Dude, honestly, I forgot. I don't remember that one. No, the little, yeah, the little Kurama. You know, when they're like huddled around each other, when they're like little the tailed beasts. They're in their like baby forms. You know, it's not really like a cheap. It's like their baby forms. It's kind of cute. It's kind of hilarious. I don't know. That cracked me up. That'd be a one way to add them all in. He's singing 1 to 9 for the tailed beast babies. Dude, I think I remember that now. Let me see. Oh, dude, that is funny. Yeah, I forgot about this. It's a music. Yeah. I see it. No, their baby form, yeah. The new cavern, it gives a ton of essence. I don't like that the expansion's gone. I like the expansion. But it is what it is. I think it's fine though. New cavern's pretty chill. Damn, almost that enough. Alright. I'll have to go back to this after I check out this glitched killer over here. Any new unit worth rolling on glitch except Bulma or nah? Probably Bulma and the Kefla unit. Kefla looks pretty insane, yeah. I took Avatar. Whatever came up first for Kefla. Let's see. Holy Invasion. Bro could just use materials and fake coins. There you go. Oh, don't say that and make me roll glitched on her. I went for the I can actually use it right now. Is he a higher level? I did not see. Did it auto start? I think it auto started. No, it didn't auto ready. I'll add more health for him, huh? That's a good point. Here, I'll drop my farm. You placed Ichigo. Asta. Probably do Gojo right here, where I'm at. Gojo with one upgrade. Bro clears. Yeah. Yeah, you look like you're handling it just fine, brother. Where's the Gojo? There you go, there's Gojo. You just get him to 3 and you win right there, and leave it on auto. Yeah, you're good, brother. I know I saw the reroll farm, especially for it not being like guaranteed. Yeah, he's like he's doing fine. Bro's killing it. He's aura farming. Yeah, this is survival too. It's because I'm here. You're trolling me, dude. I didn't do anything. Bro's able to crush it right now, no problem. You rolled glitched on her. So I mean, of course, if you get glitched, by all means, use the unit. Let me. Right, and then the raids are terrible. I agree. Let me use Super Sisters here. So I do think her kit is pretty insane. The amount of damage that she can pull off, and then she also has. I don't know if she keeps crippled on her end state. Who's this? People add random ass trades. Let's go. No name. Let's get some more gems. Yeah, I'm a finish these real quick so this way I can evolve Shusui. No, she does like 2 billion with glitched. She does like 2 billion plus or something. And then there's times she does like 5x or something for her damage. She has like some insane values. Oh, with Avatar, then yeah. What do you mean, the replay thing like AV? The seamless stuff? No. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how the current update went with the rerolls change. I think raids are definitely a rough one to get rerolls on. I'm telling you, the best way now is just to knock out tournaments, do your best in tournaments, and then do the other stuff. Right, without AFK macroing for 4,400 rerolls. Yeah, the best method is gonna be knockout tournament, infinite castle, and honestly, even infinite leaderboard for some of those are gonna be pretty easy to get. Our run took less than 30 minutes the other night, and we almost got to the end state basically. All we needed was Ryuks. With enough Ryuks, we would have been fine. We would have cleared. We could start pushing Infinity Castle today for sure. That's probably a good idea. Let's go for the fusion. Yeah, if you guys want to do infinite leaderboards, let me know. I think mandatory though is gonna need to have at least one Ryuk. He doesn't need to be evolved. He could be unevo. I think he's better unevoed. He still goes into hybrid, from what it looks like. So, but if you guys want to run something like that, I think that would be huge. Everything else is just stall. Literally just stall. Ryuk has a 5% chance to insta-kill a unit on hit. Let's see, she's doing 1.29 bill. She's stunned 800 mil. With glitched, I'm sure she'll be better. Okay, that's me. I gotta max the skill tree on him. I haven't done that yet. I need to. It's 5%, yeah. You're going to sleep? Alright, free player. Take care, brother. 1.29 bill. Ooh, 1.45 billion. You can fund the Ryuk's team. I mean, I'm sure you can get good deals for him. I don't think people value him as high anymore. But he's still a very strong infinite thing. I think it has to do with a lot of the tier lists. Not everyone understands his use. It takes forever. It took you 30 infinite runs. I'll probably have to overnight it for sure. Maybe it's something we could try to run tomorrow or something. That'd be cool. Or this weekend. See if we can get it together. 143. I just need 60 more and we can finish with Shusui. He has the same value as Mesh. Yeah, but the thing is, most people aren't going to go off the value sheet, but it just gives you a ballpark estimate of how in demand he is anyway, as a unit. Yeah. 16 more? What do you mean? Oh, no, I need 60, 60 more. Probably another few rounds, 3 or 4 rounds. Just depends how lucky we get on the rolls here. Yeah. Geez, 19.8%. That's huge for Burb. See, I feel like getting a Burb high damage is very, very feasible. No. Really? Glitched mystical time goddess. Alright, I have I think she's Kurumi's avatar. I do have a time goddess with avatar glorious. I think you can only run one, right? You can only run one, or can you run multiple on kills for her? Ooh, wrong one. The other one is like, you could get good damage value from Anos. Okay, only one. I have Anos. Could run Anos too. I know he does quite a bit of damage with his ability over time. And then the other one, funny enough, was what's his name? Conrad. Conrad the king. Conrad, the other Time King thing from the movie. I don't know how she gets used, honestly. I think she gets overpriced. You got glitched Yuno, nice. See, Yuno got a nice buff, though, too. He has Wind Shear and Slow now, which makes him even more viable. Oh, yeah, definitely. Even now, especially with rerolls being a little more scarce, I would focus more on just the farms. The Yuno, he has Wind Shear and he has Wind Shear and the Slow. Do I pay to win in ALS? No, I play to win. I play to win. I do not pay to win. We did that community to pro and it kind of took my account over the top. I mean, I could tell you what else I do for the game, but that's it. It's not, yeah. Play to win. The insta-kill sesh, yeah. I mean, that's a huge burb, man. Oh yeah, Bulma's way better than Robin, yeah. I think the damage boost is crazy. At some point, you don't need the money. So the damage boost is really nuts. The eye. The Dragon Wish is very good, yeah. Look, I'm not gonna trade away the Robin. Maybe at some point there'll be a meta where I need 3 farms or 4 farms. Who knows? But yeah, her value is gonna drop. Wait, there's a... We got a little cutscene right there. Yeah, getting Bulma, getting Idol is gonna be huge for you, for sure. The Robin traders are shameless. $159. I got no idea. Let me see. Some different background music. It's supposed to be non-copyright. Oh, Yuha's very good. I mean, he's even used in tournaments still right now. He's there for initial strats at the moment. I mean, I didn't see the tournament change at all. I ended up running like the same team, and then I just like stopped early after I found out about the Bulma bug. I'm waiting for them to either reset it or just, I mean, they can let it be, and then, you know, we'll just have to figure out what's going on. It's a damage one where if you use her blessing, like Wish, use power, you keep the buff, and then you die, then you seamless retry, and then it just, you can do it again. And it keeps the previous buff. But it only works with seamless retry right now. It's gonna get patched, for sure. That's a given. Half and half. Yeah, half and half it's still working, because the issue is no matter how many times you retry, there's a possibility that it just breaks, and then it'll reset your match anyway. So you might try to stack it multiple times, like 10, 15 times, but it's not gonna matter because at some point it'll break. So even if you stack it once, it doesn't change how you have to wave skip. So it really doesn't help much because you still have to wave skip for real. But I guess if you stacked it a lot of times, then I could see it. What's up, Kakashi? I mean, the wave skip is just literally waiting for the last second and then popping it at the end of the wave. So you wait for the timer. Yeah. Yeah, it is just the same team as last time. Yep. 23 seconds and then nuke. It's the same thing. 23 seconds, nuke. 23 spawns, nuke. Just make sure it's at 1 time speed. Literally it. Yeah, there's no change. Yeah, I figured there's no change to the teams from what I saw. I mean, it was funny. I was literally about to run the same team anyway. Oh, I didn't know about 17 at boss waves. That's good to know. 17 at boss waves. I have no idea about 3x value. Yeah, Torlo should be tradable. Him and the new one, Phaeton. Phaeton? Phaeton? Yeah, I hope so. Should be 1 or 2 more matches, maybe. Maybe, might just be this one. I forgot. I think we're at 170, maybe 2 more. I said 60 more. 60. 60. You did say that last time too. You said 16. I said 60. I mean, we should be close to done anyway. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean it's really not that deep. We're nearly done. $192, yeah, so one more. One more and we can evo the new unit. About to get a Ryuk, nice. I'm telling you, we're able to pull off some infinite runs here. We could get some extra rerolls every update that it does reset. Easiest godly. Easiest godly. I don't know. Some say Luffy. Hey, what's up? What's up? Some say Luffy. Some say Goku. They're all fairly straightforward and simple. I think the longest one is Sukuna, because Sukuna requires so many evolutions. That's awesome, brother. No, I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, so I mean, Sukuna you need like basically Escanor godly almost done. So doing Sukuna as a godly is like doing two godlies really. It's not terrible, it's just resource intensive. The funny thing is, if you take a break from evolving stuff, you just end up with so many resources anyway. Especially if you're doing tournaments. What's my opinion about the recent AV stage? I don't think it held any real value for the players. The AV stage is kind of pointless, and it's been that way a few times already. So, hey, I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean that's my opinion on the stage. It is what it is. They don't seem to be very well structured in being useful for the community. So it just ends up getting, I don't know, it feels more awkward than anything. Like, it sounds awkward. It doesn't feel awkward for me. It just sounds awkward, the whole thing. Yeah. ALS got a really good point. Like, before you finish the content in the update, they just drop another unit. It's true, but a good way to... Your messages are shown. I see them, Kaiser. So the big thing with ALS is, yeah, they do constantly update stuff, but it is a good look. There's a plus and downside, right? There's pluses and minuses to having so many updates. One lets them have good repetitions for quality of life updates. It's very, very possible. I never saw that. Best place to farm rerolls. I'm not sure. I think right now it's still raids, but raids seem to be the way, or infinite. To AFK them? I got no idea. AFK chamber then? I said raids or infinite. Either one, I'm not sure, brother. Things literally just changed yesterday. So, and we only played a little bit yesterday. I think the weekly updates are helpful for this game specifically. I do think that, but they just have to lock in and take care of these updates. They have to find that opportunity to really capitalize on some of this stuff. We did the unit stuff last night. So we do have the new units already. You think the devs are going to be dead close? What do you mean by that? Oh, I'll be honest, I don't really plan on rolling for the unit right now. I'm just grabbing them to evolve them. We can feed them and try it out real quick. So let's bring Ichigo. Let's bring the Super Sisters. Let's bring. What we just get? Shusui. Jeez. What does this guy want? Mr. No Good. What do you want? No good. I have plenty of Easter skins, dog. They didn't add his Susanoo. Yeah, 250 is a lot. Alright, what else did we get? We got that. We got Bulma for the new unit as well. The best one for the walkback is going to be Time King. Time King is hybrid on placement, and every 3 tacks he has an opportunity to do a walkback. It honestly went by so quick. Time King attacks super quick too. Oh. Dude, I literally had 2 Bulmas in case I like bricked and didn't get any good Bulma. Do I have the Time King Evo item? Possibly. Here. Thank you, that is the other one. Tengen. Bro, that's... you could give whatever you want, brother. Don't worry about it. Just give whatever you'd like. The best team to win the new boss rush? No idea. Ooh, thank you. That was the other one, was Tengen. Guys, anything else I'm missing for new units this update? Or was it just these 4? I think it was just these 4. I don't remember anything else. Phaeton was the other one. Phaeton. He has no evolution though. Yes, Phaeton. Deal 10x this unit damage and apply sunburn off this multiplier. Enemies who are hit permanently take 25% of this unit damage every 5 seconds. Oh, I sent you the link, man. I sent you the link. If I sent you the link, it's probably because I have the chronospheres if you're asking for it. I give out when I can. Who were you, first hill unit? Nice. Yeah, I sent you the link. Is that you, Pepsi? Are you Blade, the millionaire? Oh, that's her. That makes sense, her Blade. You're watching on 360? Nah, you're goated, Blade. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. You're crazy. He's like, no, no, no. I'm flexing the stat cubes. That's crazy, dog. That's a lot of cubes. No, bro is a tycoon, isn't he? Blade's a tycoon. YPM. Holy moly. He's like, I got 2K. You guys are nuts. Jeez. Thanks, Herblade. You want me to pass those back, brother? I appreciate the cubes, but you want me to pass those back, dog? That's a lot of stat cubes. You got 8K more? Appreciate it. Thanks, goat. That's sick. Pepsi, you don't play on mobile. Links don't work for me. I don't know how else to get this to you then, brother. He said, brother, what do you do for a living? You can't use the link, Pepsi. Can you try one more time, see if it lets you do it? You just inf AFK? That makes sense. Inf AFK is definitely good, but now it's been nerfed, so it's kind of rough. I got it. Yeah. Who else? Who else was I gonna check here? Oh, where's he at? Ryuk. Ryuk, guys, Ryuk. Hey, triple S, there we go. Zero, is that you? Pepsi, is that you? Can't keep up. Ancient Giant. Madara. Good lord, bro. I don't even know what Ancient Giant is. I don't think Chronosphere is tradable, bro. I'm sorry. Wait, Zero, who? I'm guessing that's you, Pepsi? I don't I'm sorry, I don't think Chronosphere is tradable. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna click accept. I'm just telling you I don't think it's tradable. Let me see. Let me hit cancel. Sorry, I wish I could. It's not giftable either. See? I wish I could. I would have traded it for you, brother. Sorry about that. Let's see. Phaeton. Shusui. I think the only thing to make Ryuk better is... Where you at? Shinigami. It's gonna be skill tree. It's gonna be like the SPA pearl or something. We'll have to roll Rukia Godly? No, Rukia is just... She just has like some sort of Evo or something that you used for Ichigo. Shinigami. That's SPA percent. Cosmic? No, we have Cosmic. But Shinigami would make sense for the Shinigami. Can I help you grind for Chronosphere? Bro, that's 30 clears. Hold on. He said, teach me your technique. I mean, I'm just saving now. I don't plan on rolling anything. It's one of the reasons I haven't rolled on any of these other units. And I rolled pretty quick on the Super Sisters. Bulma, I was lucky. She only took like a couple rerolls. It didn't take much for Bulma. Bulma was very, very fortunate. I mean, I just mostly do the tournaments and then I farm the raids, but yep, I mean, yeah, millionaire. Wait, hold on, let me check this. He said thank you for the guide. You want me to make a whole guide for it? You have Shinra, Wukong, and Garu on Avatar. What do you go for glitch? Do you already have Gilgamesh glitched? I think if you have Gilga and Goku, I think that's good for now. I don't know if you really need any of those other glitched right now. Yeah, personally, for me, I'm holding on. I want to roll more glitched, but because of the whole little reroll situation, I was kind of on edge about doing that. Sure, man. I mean, what part are you up to right now for ALS? Like what are you like what's the mission? What are you working on? Yeah, it's one of the reasons I've held off on re-rolling at the moment. Right, I'm just saving for super meta. I think it's just better to play it safe. Yeah, probably a godly. Godlies seem to be safe. They seem like a good upper tier for Alright, we did show this unit already, but have not put up Shusu yet. Alright, so this unit has the unit with the highest damage stat in his range is marked with NV. When the marked unit attacks, Shusu has a 25% chance to perform a follow-up, which does 75% of the marked unit's damage. It does not inflict any status effect, even if the marked unit does. This attack is not affected by this unit's SPA. I mean, that's pretty good. 75% of the marked unit's damage is really strong. But that is pure, just pure damage versus extra DOTs and stuff. So no additional effects, but the follow-up is nice. That's a nice little mechanic. 75% of the marked unit's damage. It does not inflict any status effect. When it fails a follow-up attack, the chance to perform a follow-up attack is increased by 25% to a cap of 2.5% to a cap of 25. After the unit fails a follow-up attack 10 times, he permanently gains 25% damage and 25% range permanently. Not bad. Does he go from Sunburn to Blaze, right? At the end? He's full hybrid, then he goes to Blaze. Yeah. I mean, I like the follow-up concept. Makes you think about the team comp a bit. Who you're running. I mean, to be fair, I'm not using any skill tree or anything on him. So, oh, you could place 3. I mean, I don't have anything on him. I have no skill tree. I have no pearls on him or trait. Deal 150% damage over 7 seconds for each enemy in range afflicted with a fire type DOT. Increase blaze damage by 2% up to 50%. With a fire type DOT. Increase blaze damage by 2%. Do we have the animation on? Yeah, we do. Alright, Fahad. Appreciate you swinging by, brother. Take care. We have Kotoa Matsukami Halt. Kotoa Matsukami Reverse. Freeze all enemies on the map for 75 seconds. During the freeze, he gains 50% damage, 30% crit rate against enemies afflicted by blaze. When the freeze ends, all buffs are removed from Shusu, and for the next 100 seconds have 50% chance to miss and deal 50% less damage. Appreciate it. You too, brother. Take care. Rewind all enemies on the map for 25 seconds. During the rewind, he gains 50%. Whoa, 50% dot damage is good. But then there's, yeah, 50% more dot damage from this. The dots scale really hard too. If unit damage an enemy afflicted with blaze, apply weaken. No, I didn't know that. She cancels out the bankrupt. If unit damage an enemy afflicted with blaze, apply weaken. When the rewind ends, all buffs are removed from Shusu, and for the next 60 seconds, attacks have a 50% chance to miss and deal 50% less damage. I mean, the active abilities are okay. The freeze for 75 seconds seems really good though. Freeze for 75 seems nice. Really, you'd want a nice high DPS unit that has low SPA so you get additional follow-ups with this guy, so he just keeps outputting damage. I mean, I guess, you know, Gilgamesh doesn't have that slow of an attack, and neither does Goku. Both are great units with big numbers. I think that's what matters, are the big numbers. Pretty cool though. Not bad. Not bad. Seems very interesting. I do like the Envy Curse, and the Growing Envy is fine. Fire DOT. So the thing is, Magical Grass is contested really heavily right now with you have Wang Ling, and then you also have the Yuno. So that's at least very contested for Magic Grass or Magical Nature. All right, not bad. All right, so Tengen honestly, he's just not it. He's not him in this game right now. I like the kit, don't get me wrong. Like, this is cool to have Weaken and Bolt, and for him to attack fast once you have skill tree plus the ability, the traits. But this is just a little on the lazier side for the unit info, especially once you come off updates where they're so intricate. To have something this simple just feels like a flop. So, and I mean, I'll always be transparent about how I feel about the units. It's just first appearance. I do like the kit though. I do like that he ends with these right here. I do like that he ends with these up here, yeah. No, yeah, he definitely might get an Evo at some point. That would be very nice to see. I hope it's a setup for a Demon Slayer update in the future. That would be great. I really do hope. But I like the model. I think the model's fine. Unit looks good. I like that he is I mean, light physical is also really contested, right? We have Ichigo, we have Kirito, so we have a lot of different starters for it. He is 1K, so he's competing up with the Kirito category, but he does fall in more in line with some sort of support unit. Alright, so let's see, back to it. So we got Tengen, so pretty simple unit. Alright, and then we have the other new unit, Super Sisters. I think this is the one probably with the most potential. So 600 placement, very cheap. Physical nature, I think that's pretty good. The only other physical nature is what? The big ones are Wukong, and who else? I'm trying to think physical nature. I'll probably have to get out to go check. She has cripple on placement, which is great. Nice little additional 15% damage. She has a little fusion ability here. Bam, Super Sisters hit the fusion. They hit the pose. Whole point is to put money into them to get them to their super transformation. Alright, now she loses the cripple. Okay. Deal 25 times the damage to enemies in range and apply detonate off this multiplier. Stun the unit once 30 seconds have ended. Damage, range, SPA, crit rate for the next. Nice. ABBA? Who's that? Or what is that? Super transformation upon activation deals 25x damage to enemies in range. Right, we went over that one. The crit attacks deal 100% bonus damage instead of 50% damage. Every 3 attacks, the unit deals 2x her current damage. That's really good. Really, I'll have to check it out. Roblox game, it's an arena fighter with a lot of anime characters. Every 5th attack, so every 3 attacks she deals 2x. Every 5th attack she deals 5x her current damage, and then stuns herself for 5 seconds. Once the stun happens, deal 5x damage to all enemies in range. So she deals 5x, stuns real quick, and then hits another 5x. Pretty good. When she's stunned, her next attack deals 25% more damage and have a 100% crit chance and deals 150. Oh, so then she's stunned and then she has one more follow-up. I wonder, and then those, instead of 50, every 3 attacks it deals 2x. So every 3 attacks. So this is the 3rd attack. So 3rd attack pops off, and then you have a 4th, 5th attack, and that's already 2 more. Then the next attack is a critical counter with the 3rd attack. And then it goes 4, 5 again. Dude, the cycle on her is probably really crazy. Oh, her damage has got to be really good. For physical nature, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cleffa's got to be really strong. Gilga or Ichigo? Oh, well, let's use Ichigo now. I think personally for me, it's Gilgamesh. However, the new Ichigo does seem a lot better, a lot stronger. I think Gilgamesh by far has a lot of utility, a lot of damage. It's really hard to compete. Ichigo does have to compete a bit more with like Kirito for this starting position, but he's exceptionally cheap and has a very good leader ability. Cancel elemental disadvantage is huge. And the fact that he scales mastery is really good. You need Gilga for tournament? Yeah, of course. So, Kai release. Every time he activates the Kai release, he buffs his damage by 0.5% multiplied by the mastery count for 30 seconds. In addition, gains a temporary 75% chance to deal 2x damage on attacks for 30 seconds. Alright. So one thing that's really nice is he does get pressure at the end upgrade. So all that Reiatsu, just applying pressure over here. So he unlocked the mastery upgrades here. So he's just getting a little more and more multipliers here. That's what this is. 25, 50, 100. He has his own little multipliers. Crit damage, more range, more base damage. Not bad. Pretty standard. Every 5 attacks he gains 5% damage up to a cap of 35% for each mastery threshold reach. Increase the cap by 15% to a cap of 30% increase. So he can boost his own damage personally by 65%. Is what that looks like. Every 5 attacks gain 5%, so. Then you have Roar of Depraved. Every 45 seconds, so the number's also above his head here. 5, 4. Looks like 15 seconds. Oh, because times 3 speed. That's why. So every 45 seconds he deals 5x his damage to all enemies in range and applies a better fear and despair. Okay. Then we have Society Savior. He gains 20% range, 15% crit damage, more boosts, gains pressure. He deals 50% damage to all elements and ignores disadvantage. He already ignored disadvantage before, though. I guess this was for everybody else, and now for himself it ignores disadvantage. No, that doesn't make sense. Why would he need to cancel advantage twice? There's some overlap there. For no team leader. Ah, thank you. Good point. Yeah, if he's not team leader. I forgot about that. If he's not in the lead position. Makes sense. Yeah. And he deals an additional 100% damage to dark enemies. So he does a lot of damage to dark at this point. He does 400% because he gets that bonus. For every 50% HP that an enemy has more than this unit's damage, deal 1.5x damage to that enemy, cap of 150% damage. I mean, I think that's pretty good. I don't know, I don't think this number gets reflected on this base damage from what it looks like. I think it's only when it's applied. That's one thing I put up for suggestions, was some sort of damage meter. Damage meter would be really nice to have. You know, depending on the stage, I might start using him as a team leader. There's some times in the there's some stages where I might just want to cancel out any disadvantage, especially in like an infinite castle potentially. I know Luffy's slow is clutch though, but not bad at all. That was it, pretty much, for the update there. There's Phaeton, but maybe he sees an Evo in the future. "10x the unit damage and applies Sunburn. If this unit attacks an enemy that's afflicted by a fire type DOT, inflict bleed." I mean, that's not bad at all. He's a fire melee. We don't have a lot of those, so I don't know how competitive he'd be though with Akame. He has a 2000 placement, so he's got to be pretty big deal to be played against. So oh man, some tournament action here. Don't know if we could run it. See what we get. All right, so let's go with this. It's gonna be probably Goku, Gilgamesh. Probably run a Noel. What was the other nuke we used? Yuha. And then the other nuke is like Shusui's good. I think he's very niche, very specific. He's okay. He seems okay. He doesn't seem like Noel's biggest thing is this one. 35 billion damage applied and crippled enemies in range. Defense on Noel. Oh, for more range. Shoot. Well, I don't think I have temporary pearls, so we might actually have to do some of this. Let me see. I have a lot of pearls saved up. I don't want to use dusk pearls though. Yeah, tournaments are about early game nukes, cheap nukes, and then bigger late game nukes. So you gotta have nukes. You're gonna want to bring Goku for sure. You're gonna want Gilgamesh. Both are just cracked. It's for wave skipping, yeah. I did daily challenge. That's how we got. The Super Sisters with the correct ability. So you know what? Let's just run the I'll run the Infinite Castle real quick, skipping the thing. So let's do this. Let's play Kirito. Let's bring Kirito. Let's bring Luffy for the leader skill. Who else we need? We need Benny for sure. Who else we got? We got Goku for water starter too. Then grass. I mean, grass I could just use. Oh, we got Yuno though. Then I got Idol. Or Bulma. Bulma's fine. 1.1k. Idol is... Did she do more than Idol on the start? Or they cost different prices though, right? She is 1.1k. Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. I have the cash bonus on her. Oh, this has cash bonus too. Idol, no. Roll one Pearl Noel. Nah, I don't want to use the Dusk one. Give me a few. Give me a few. Let me knock out some of these real quick on hard mode. I'll make sure we don't hit exactly 100 though. Idol better than Bulma. Oh shoot, Idol could be used at start. I'm dumb. It's 600 cost versus 456. Forgot about the placement cost. Alright, Idol, come back. Idol, come back. Machine gun, you know. Hey, hey, what's up, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Oh, and we got a bonus here, so if we're running Asta, we get some advantage for light. Nice. I think you could get BP by potentially just trading one tournament unit. I don't think you have to go that far as to trade two. You definitely can find a good deal. I forgot. I think he's on damage right now. I think he's damage SPA. Because bro attacks like a machine gun. Buffs all bleed sources by 15%. Dude, that is so nice. That's crazy good. Which is better? I'm not sure. I think the SPA might be a little better for him. But honestly, I'm not too sure. It's worth trying both though. He does do super crit, don't forget that, so having extra crit damage might be better. But then again, I don't know if this is better to have more damage bonus for base. You need two? You traded two Torlos for one? Jeez. Roblox. Roblox, hi, how's it going? He's like, I am Roblox. Akame and Yuno is good. Yeah, that's a good point. Good combo right there. The wind shear plus the bleed bonus. He said Torlos is worth nothing. I mean, that's good to know, yeah. He said Torlos is worth nothing. I mean, that's good to know. How about Mako? What do you think of Mako as a trading unit? That worth anything? I know she has like a little bleed thing going on, but I don't know how viable that is. They put them too often? Okay. Man, I gotta remember to get one defense on the Ryuk too. Just one pearl for SPA. Then it turns out to be a mystical high roll. And then at that point we just crash out. We just close everything and that's it. Mystical Ryuk. At that point we just have to do leaderboards. Yeah, if I one-tapped Mystical or Midas Ryuk, I don't know, man. He said Torlos for collection. What's up, Vitamin C? Squid Games 3? Is 3 coming out? I thought there was only 2 seasons. June 27. He said I'm quitting ABBA this game. Yeah, it says it comes out June 27. Played these games before. It's gonna be good. Dude, last Squid Games, me and the whole family just binge watched it. Nothing better than binge watching with the whole family. We just did it in one session. Me, the wife, and kids just all sitting there watching Squid Games. It was hilarious. It's good, man. Korean writers are awesome. They have some of the best movies. Parasite? Have you guys seen Parasite at all? It's like an award-winning movie. It is so good. Parasite is by far one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, it is like a Korean film. It is so good. I liked it. I liked the premise of it. I liked the whole thing. It was good. I like the story. But I also don't mind watching like different international films and stuff. I do enjoy them from time to time. Dude, it is, yeah. It is very good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it's kind of good we're doing a little Infinity Castle right now, because a little bit goes a long way. I'll tell you, it took us 2 weeks, and we did a little bit here, a little bit there, and we managed to get rank 46. And you only need to be top 100 for Infinity Castle, so pretty chill climb, I'll tell you that. Especially considering the first 100 we just skipped through, like very, very quick. So. The only difference my team makes later on when it gets difficult is I'll add Tatsumaki and Esdeath, and then that's like the biggest changes I'll make. I usually keep Luffy lead. Luffy lead is just hard to beat. The 15% slow is huge. It's very tough to beat that as a opener. Maybe I'll try running Ichigo, but it's tough to beat the Luffy opener here. Just having him as a lead skill. The thing is, it's not too bad to catch up once you have a few good units. You're able to farm and catch up pretty quick on collecting units. To be honest, now I feel like my rhythm here for endgame content is just focused on, sure, I play the new update and I'll collect something new, but after that it's just pretty chill. It's just doing tournaments and little things to keep your quality of life going. So I think as long as I keep up with tournaments, I feel pretty good about, the next update. And I think I like this idea of holding on to Dusk Pearls too. Yeah, I'll tell you, it is kind of hard if you don't macro, right? Yeah, it's very hard if you don't macro. I agree. Yeah. But a lot of games have that system right now. So it's funny, AV, they talked about it for a second on stage where it's like they're trying to move away from systems like that. And I get it. That's fine. You can move away from those systems all you want, but you can't make a system impossible to grind. Like at some point, no pity is a bit much for something. Like if your odds are 3% for a unit, you're telling me I get 3 in every 100. We can narrow that down to 1 every 30 rounds. I think that's pretty fair, or 1 every 33. So every 33 times I complete it, you give me 1 of the units. I don't think that's unfair. 33 times the clear Sid rate is a lot. I think if you just put some basic math behind it and you're like, well, I only want these guys to have a 2% chance. It's like, okay, well, what does that look like? How many times can I get that unit in the scope of 100 clears, 200 clears? If you want to make it real hard, then go ahead, double it, but at least guarantee the thing. I don't know. I feel like the trait rerolls is enough RNG to keep you entertained that you don't need more gacha systems in your life within a gacha system. Like, it's too much. Dude, pity plus expedition would 100% save AV. But the thing is, if you're running expeditions, you probably don't need pity if you're able to just send them out to keep going and farming. Because at least you can focus on endgame content. But when you're stuck grinding for stuff, you're not going to be able to focus on it. The problem is when it takes away from the actual trait reroll grind that keeps you up to date with the update. But they don't see that because there's no need for them to focus on that, right? They're developers, they're not the player who's like trying to have fun toward the end game all the time. A glitched pity. 2.5k. Dude, going a few K in the hole for a glitch is rough, I'll tell you that. The one time I felt that was with Gojo. But the thing is, they gotta play the game, and that's what makes it hard for me to want to stay in the game. Is like, with all due respect, is when I see that developers and people who create the game don't actually even play their game. It's hard for them. It's hard for me to care about. Like, oh man, yeah, makes sense. You started Act 2 grinding 10 a.m. It's currently 7 p.m. Still no Sid. Look, the day I got Sid, you know what I was doing? I went to go have breakfast with the wife, alright? I put on a mango, I did my own thing, enjoyed my life, came back, Sid was there. I was like, alright, great, now I get to show this on stream and we do a little showcase. That's it right there. I don't have time for all those deep grinds, hoping and crossing my fingers anymore. It's not viable. It's too much. So, And you know what? They're right. I don't need to opt into those systems, and I probably won't. That's why I waited for salmon the whole time. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. It's not an injector, it's not anything. It's just simple stuff. Yeah, salmon actually cooks, bro. Look, if your game can be brought down into a bunch of sub-monotonous tasks, right, but because it's broken down into sub-monotonous tasks that the player doesn't want to do. So now you have a system, an actual gameplay loop that the user doesn't want to use, that he doesn't want to involve himself in. They don't want to play. What does that tell you about the game? It needs something to change. And you could say, oh, that's just how tower defenses are, but I thought you guys are original, you know? I thought you're original and can stray away from conventional, you know, repetitive trash loops, right? So that's the challenge to them, at least. But not everyone's going to see it that way, because not everyone's paying attention to the consumer, to the player's perspective. I think it's important. Just thinking out loud here is like, you as a player, what are you looking for? The last thing you want to do is jump on a game and then do a bunch of chores. You're looking for fun, rewarding content. When content is not rewarding, it's not fun. You're just like, man, I'm just playing this for no reason. That's one of the reasons I stepped back from Worldlines, right? Just like, hey, at some point they're gonna reset it. There's no point. Right, you're just looking to jump in the game, have some fun, correct. You're looking for some replayability, have some fun with what you got. Man, you guys, it doesn't need to feel like a second job, yeah. Yep. You know what would be cool? You ever seen some of those, what's it called? Yeah. Yeah. No, so I was gonna say something about the one system that was funny. It's like I still remember it as a kid. It's like you ever play those old Pokemon games? And they're not old. They were good. It was they had like the battle tower where you had rentals for Pokemon that you could rent out different teams. I don't know if anybody remembers that little system they had. But it was fun because like even if you didn't have a bunch of Pokemon, you could play like a fun game mode with rental teams. Like not gonna lie, something like this. Yeah, it was from, I don't know if it was from Ruby or Sapphire, but it had to have been from like one of the battle tower systems. And in order to complete the whole thing, you can't bring your own Pokemon and stuff. You had to rent out a team and successfully complete it. Anyways, the whole point is you have a rental team, right? So you got to use the loadout that you're given. Something like that would be super fun, as long as it was rewarding. If it would be rewarding, using like a rental system where you go into a game mode and use a rental loadout to beat out puzzles, would be pretty cool. Because there are like, at least for Worldlines, there are definitely some maps that feel really tough. No, it's not from other players. Well, now you can. Now you can use rental teams from other players if you wanted to. So a pro player could put their team online and you could rent out that team. But back then, the system was just like a randomly generated one. But like different mechanics or different team combos, it would be cool to like showcase those combos through that kind of system too. Like, I'm sure there's so much creativity and stuff that you could go with to just improve on this genre, to not make it so one-dimensional. I mean, how cool would it be for you to try out some of these units that already just dropped in their glitched mystical form, you know? I think it would help you decide whether or not you'd want to spend money or roll on it kind of deal, you know? That might actually help their sales. Yeah. Yeah, the each godly rework is really improving on the other. Yep. I think they know that already, and it's rough. I don't know how much longer they'll keep doing that. Because I can't lie, the one that feels the weakest right now is like Escanor. Yeah, yeah, there's a level of comfort and a lack of risk they probably want to take in how they design stuff. Like, PvP is pretty safe by the way they've developed it for AV from what it looked like. Very similar to Bloons with like a few of their own like twists on it. So, yeah, Gilga is very much worth the time. Gilga's very much worth the time. Yeah. Alright, let's probably roll real quick on this unit. Oh, we did not get another pearl yet. Oh well. I'll have to roll another time. I'm pretty much done for this evening. Was trying to wrap up early this way I'm not on too late. Alright guys, I appreciate all the support. Appreciate y'all tuning in this evening. A bit more of a shorter stream than my usual ones, but I did want to jump on, play a bit, and then hop off while I take care of things. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow, alright? You guys have a good one.